is 1 pound of mild pork sausage. You can always make your own sausage at home, but this week I am just doing this because it was more convenient. And we're not going to use this whole package. I'm only going to use half of it and then use the other half to make a meatloaf with later in the week. So we're just going to fry this up in our skillet and get our eggs ready. At this time, go ahead, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Go ahead and start cracking. And don't forget to compost your shells because that is great compost material. And my chickens are not fully laying yet, so I had to buy eggs. I'm adding in salt, just some black pepper, and a splash of water. And then we're just gonna whisk these up. To my muffin tin, I'm just gonna take cooking spray and spray each one. And then put sausage in the bottom of each of them. You can put as much or as little as you want, it does not matter. Then I'm gonna come in with a spoon and pour my eggs in. Okay, so I think I might need a few more eggs. These were medium-sized eggs and not the large ones like I'm used to. So I think if you're doing medium-sized eggs, you're probably gonna need a full dozen. These are gonna go into a 400-degree oven until they are fully cooked, and it could take 15 to 20 minutes. Just, you wanna make sure your eggs are cooked the whole way through. To store these, I get a larger size bowl and put paper towel in the bottom, and then I will just layer them in, making sure that these muffins are completely cooled off before you do this. And then you can just put the lid on these and store them in the refrigerator for up to a week. And it only takes 30 seconds in the microwave to heat these up, and they are delicious for breakfast. It's a great on-the-go breakfast. Having fruit on hand that is already washed and ready to go, along with some bagged salad, will definitely help you whenever it comes time to preparing your meals. And today for lunch, we're just gonna pop this in a bowl, pour some of our cashew ranch dressing on it, and some canned chicken that were from our meat birds from this past year, and we'll have ourselves a chicken salad. We are seed starting today some of our early spring vegetables, and I'm using this type of a seed tray that has a bigger, like a longer area for the roots to grow down. That way I don't have to transplant multiple times. So we're gonna use this, and we're gonna start by planting some of our earlier crops like our brassicas, and we're doing some cabbage, and I like to do red and green. This will serve for making sauerkraut and for having cabbage steaks for over the summer, and really good for that. This I just like to cut up and put in salads. So it's good to have a couple different varieties there. We're also gonna be starting our broccoli and our cauliflower. And of course, we cannot forget our celery. And this was by far the best thing I planted last year. I planted enough that I was able to harvest for the entire year for us. And the leaves on this are more flavorful than even the stalk. So I suggest highly that you plant your own celery. And then we're gonna get our poblano pepper started, because I wish I would have had 2 more weeks of the growing season for these, and I would have gotten a ton more. So we're just gonna start these 2 weeks earlier than we did last year. I like to take freezer tape and put along the one side so that way I can label what I'm planting in each row. This is how tiny cabbage seeds are. So I always put a couple into each cell. That way, if we have an issue with germination, because these seeds are from last year, then at least we'll be guaranteed to hopefully get one in each cell. Now I'm dividing this row up here. So in these 3, I'm only gonna do 3 red cabbages, and then I'm gonna do 3 poblano pepper plants. So these back 3, and I have them labeled on my tag so I know. And those are what your pepper seeds look like. The last thing we're gonna do today is start our sweet potato slips. And I do that by taking an old Tupperware container that we no longer use, fill it with some potting soil, take an organic sweet potato that has seen better days, and just plop it right in. And then this has a lid that goes on it, and I'm not snapping the lid down, but I'm gonna put some moisture in here and just set this lid right on it. That way it will mimic the greenhouse effect, and then we should start to see sprouts come out within a few weeks. So once that happens, I will show you what to do whenever we start seeing green sprouts come up from our sweet potatoes.
All right, guys, that does it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye.